Ladies and gentlemen, I think we can all agree that Brawl Stars seems to be a pretty simple game when you're first picking it up, but in my opinion that's further than the truth. When you play Brawl Stars for a little bit, you come to realize that there's a lot of moving parts. We have just about 50 different brawlers in the game. Almost every single one of them have 4 different abilities that you have to sort through, try to figure out what's conducive in what game mode. What I'm trying to say is, with somewhat of a complicated game like Brawl Stars, you come across rare occurrences that really brighten your day, such as exploits. A new ability being added to the game when used in tandem with a particular game mode can produce something magical. Today we're going to be getting into a fun little exploit found with one of the newest star powers being added into the game, and that is of course with Griff's second star power. Hope you're all pumped up. Let's get straight away into it. Here we go! Alright everyone, so before we get straight away into anything here in today's video, be sure you're all subscribed to the channel if you enjoy this type of content, or if you guys are interested in this update to come. Your boy is going to be covering everything pretty dang extensively, giving you all the info that you need. And I think the update this time around is going to be one to remember, so make sure you guys are subscribed to keep up to date with everything. But with my YouTuber things out of the way, we are beginning today's video off over here on the official Brawl Stars Twitter page to outline a post about a week ago that honestly, I think a lot of people kind of dismissed because of everything else that was happening in the community. As you guys can see here, now he can recover quickly from attacks and his financial losses. Griff's new star power grants him 7% healing from his missing health every 2 seconds. And might I say, we have some pretty phenomenal artwork here for the release of this star power, guys. I love this family. I love the star power trio. It's beautiful. So next, transitioning over here to Brawl Stars, we're over on the main account where I actually picked up this star power yesterday in the shop for coins, which is the best way to get it, guys. Most of the time I purchase these things for gems or open up brawl boxes on the very first day, but it feels so dang good to finally do it the smart way, not the dirty gemmer way. Now the new star power is called Business Resilience, and as we mentioned before, every 2 seconds Griff regenerates up to 7% of his missing health. So we all know that there are a ton of different healing abilities here in Brawl Stars when it comes to supers, some with gadgets, some with star powers, but Griff's with his second star power is incredibly unique. Now because of this very unique property when it comes to the second star power, it gives rise to a really interesting situation when you go into a particular game mode, and that is Graveyard Shift. So this exploit that we're talking about here in today's video lies when you use the second star power in tandem with Graveyard Shift, making Griff the very first brawler in Brawl Stars to be able to survive the tick damage that you receive in Graveyard Shift with this passive healing ability. He can live forever, not dealing any damage. So guys, if Graveyard Shift ever comes out again for an actual trophy-based game mode, all you gotta do is find a bush and camp in it with Griff. It is insane. So we're gonna hop straight away into an example here so you guys can see this firsthand. Now there is a little bit of a condition that has to be met in order to pull this off effectively, and that is you need to have a few power cubes. So you have a bigger health pool, so when you get lower in HP, you heal up even more passively from your second star power ability. So this might be a little bit more difficult than I thought it was going to be because I'm functioning on 2 different devices here. We got my mini account on Byron, and we'll stand on the healing pad so we can keep this game going as long as we can. And then once we get set up over there, I'll collect all these boxes with Griff so we can have that larger health pool. So here we go. We're both in the middle. I'm going to work on getting these boxes here a minute, and I'll cut back once we got some in our possession here. Griff ain't the fastest at getting these boxes, that's for dang sure, but we're getting enough to showcase this little exploit. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing. We only got 2 more boxes to go, and then I'll damage myself with Byron so you guys can see it a little bit easier here. So here we go. Get some chip damage there. Nicely done. And now we'll let it roll in here. Watch as Griff can out-heal this chip damage from Graveyard Shift. We will never die. Never, ever, ever, ever. So as you can see, we're kind of at this mark where we won't go any lower than 1,800, 1,900-ish. We're actually getting more HP than the damage coming in from Graveyard Shift can do here. We're making it into the 2000s. We're working our way into the 2500 tier with this second star power, so we are out healing it definitely. Now the question is what power cube limit do we need to be at in order to out heal this Graveyard Shift? So if in theory Graveyard Shift comes back out, what will you need to be at in order to utilize this exploit? We'll try to figure that out here right now as we're losing, but out healing Graveyard Shift, it's so dang cool. So in our next attempt here, we're going to get 10 power cubes and see if that is enough in order to withstand the damage chips coming from Graveyard Shift. So let's get set up here. So it looks like we're kind of getting lower, but the effects of this star power is greatly helping us stay alive in this craziness. I think with 10 power cubes, you could withstand the entire match, given the fact that we don't take damage from a particular brawler, as well as the poison gas will take a long time to come in, so we can technically, looks like we can withstand this Graveyard Shift chip damage with 10 power cubes. So we're at 1400 and we're getting lower and lower. All we want to do is withstand this poison coming in, but can it do it? Let's see. It looks like we're doing a fairly decent job with 10 power cubes withstanding the damage from Graveyard Shift. We are making it kind of into the triple digits here, but we should be able to withstand it all the way here. Let's not go on the healing pad. We're at 900-ish, but we've been hovering around this range for quite a while. Not too bad, guys. 10 power cubes. You should be able to withstand Graveyard Shift with 10. Now for the final one, we're going to test out 5 power cubes and not take any damage from Byron. If this does work out, in my opinion, this is going to be a viable strategy if Graveyard Shift comes out into rotation. Again, Griff with second star power. It's not too difficult to get 5 power cubes inside of Showdown, so let's see if this works. So we have 5 here. Let's see how long we can withstand it. If we can make it for the poison to come in, I think this is going to be a crazy strategy. But I'm not feeling super optimistic about 5 power cubes. But even so, we're withstanding this fairly decent here. We're going down 1000 HP every like 4 or 5 ticks. So let's see what happens here. And another really important thing about this exploit is we're kind of testing the extremes here, right? We're not dealing any damage, as well as we're having the only other person playing in this game on a healing pad. So if this was an actual setting in Graveyard Shift, I feel like it would be much more viable because you can withstand the damage much easier than the other players that you're going up against. So in theory, you can just camp the entire game. So the poison is coming in. We're nearing the triple digits here. I think we're going to end up dying, it appears, but still, all the players in the match that we were playing, if we found a nice little bush, we should have been able to out heal them depending on how their confrontations went. I think this is a pretty interesting strategy if Graveyard Shift comes out, but can we live until this poison comes in? It's going to be really close. It's going to be super close. Come on, Griff. Second star power, do your thing. Show us what you got. Come on, man. You can do it. You can do it. 300, 200. Oh, it's getting close. It's getting super close. Oh, is he gonna go? Is he gonna go? Is he gonna go? Come on. It's there, and he dies. Just at the final bit of poison before it hit him. Guys, this is a viable strategy. I'm saying it right now. If Graveyard Shift comes back, all we're going to be seeing is camping Griffs with second star power. I'm telling you that much. This is so cool, man. I love little things that pop up here in a game like this. This is fun. So what we found out here in today's video with this fun little exploit, if you happen to get 20 power cubes, which is very unlikely in an actual match, you will never die with Griff. Find a nice bush, camp it out, wait out the enemy teammate, and you'll win. If you happen to get 10 power cubes in one match, you still should be able to beat the other opponent opponents by waiting it out. You're going to die eventually, but it's going to take probably like 2 full showdown durations with the time or the poison coming in, so you should be able to wait out your opponents. And if you happen to get 5 power cubes, which is so easy to get in a game of showdown, you should be able to last the entire match of that showdown game, though it is cutting it very, very close. So in my opinion, this exploit very viable in Graveyard Shift if it does eventually come out. Guys, this was so much fun to test out, and never dying Griff in Graveyard Shift. That is so dang cool. What the heck? But yeah, everyone, I think we'll be ending things on that note here in today's video. Guys, your boy Ray lives for little juicy tidbits like this coming out in Brawl Stars. Fun little exploits, pushing the game's boundaries. It's so much fun. Hope you guys enjoyed what you saw here in today's video. It was really fun for me to test out here with all of you guys. And yeah, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to slap a like on it. I'd really appreciate that. Have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. Keep having fun, Brawl Stars, and we'll see you in the next video. Adios, everybody.